From Ursula-Smith.com, and I'm back with another Wigs with Bangs, and this one is brand new. I just got it in March 2024, and this is James by Estetica, and it's in the color SilverSunrt8. So I have one other wig by Estetica in this color, in SilverSunrt8. That was a little boofier, but I also, the other thing was it was not heat friendly. So this one is. I think it's literally they just started doing heat friendly styles. And so the other one was not, and it was super shiny. I know you can tweak it with dry shampoo and all of that, but just whatever. I like heat friendly. And so I never bought another Estetica wig until now. So again, this is James. I love the style. It's very similar to another one that I cut a bang into called Music by Ellen Villa in like silver blonde brooded, something like that. So it's a much more platinum-y blonde. You can see, so this is the way it came. And so the whole reason I'm doing this one is to kind of show you how I decide. I mean, this one's an easy one. So it came out of the box. It's just literally out of the box. And I put it on my head, and I'm surprised. It's not as big as I thought it was going to be. I don't know. For some reason, I was thinking Estetica had big wigs or big, wigs. But it's, and I do have my wig grip on today. It's not as big as like a bell tress. So it's bigger than the Ellen Villa, but not by much. So I feel like, maybe I could take a little bit in the back, but not as much as I thought I was going to have to. So, and it doesn't look wiggy. At least I don't think so. It doesn't look wiggy on me, even with my teeny tiny head. So here's the way it comes. So you can see my bangs here. So it doesn't quite match. The color does not quite match my hair. But here's the thing with this style. And did I say which one it is? Yes, I think I said it. It's James. It comes with this curtain bang already there. And yes, it does the swoop, the alley-oop for those of people who can wear their hair off their forehead. But there's no permatease here. So that's one of the things that I look for. If it's got permatease here at the front, and the bang is not already cut into it, just don't. It will drive you crazy. You'll never get it to lay the way that you want it to. So that's the first thing that I look for, is I just feel to make sure there's no permatease there. And then I just kind of look to see how much hair is between like the part where it would normally be and the lace front, to see if there's enough hair that I can steal. Now, again, this one's easy because the bang is already there for you. And then that's how I determine, does it have enough bang for me? Again, I like a very, very full bang. This is not as full as I normally would like. I may be able to get away with, between the color and the amount that's there, I may be able to wear my bio hair down. So if that's something that you're looking for, you gotta have to kind of decide without doing a whole lot of mucking with the wig, because then you can't send it back. So I mean, as soon as I saw this curtain bang, realized there was no permatease, and the color, it literally is very similar to, so let me just digress for a little bit. It's very similar to Chrome by Beltress. So here's chrome. So this is my go-to color. It's a little grayer. And that's definitely more platinum. When I was reviewing, I guess maybe I still have it here. So let me see if I can pull it out. When I was not reviewing, but when I was talking about cutting a bang into the Ellen Villa Music, I kind of showed the two colors next to each other. So this, again, is a little more silver. SilverSunrt8 is a little more platinum-y, golden, but pretty similar. All right, so let's see if we can do my normal. They look like dead animals. So that's the Music in the silver blonde rooted. That's chrome, and this is the SilverSunrt8. So this one's definitely blonder. And then this one is on the way to going a little more gray, and then this one's definitely gray or grayer. Again, to me, chrome is like a blonde going gray versus a brunette going gray. So I love the color. Oh, and while we're talking about colors, here's the other SilverSunrt8 that I had. So this one's synthetic, and look at the difference. So this one's shiny. This one, because it's heat friendly, is not. I mean, they're the same-ish colors. This one looks a little bit different because of that shine. And I don't like that shine. When I put it on my head, it's even more. I actually reviewed or cut a bang and did a video on that. This one is Avalon. Same color again, but synthetic. It's a little boofier, so I don't wear that wig very often. That's more hat hair for me. But this one I love. So I can already tell that I'm going to like this one. And so once I've decided I'm keeping it, so in this case, I have definitely decided I'm keeping it, then before I cut the bang, I will, so this is my new process. I'll take my heated brush. I usually set it to 290. Double check the manufacturer, because they like Belle Tress, I know can go to 320. Even with Belle Tresses, I keep it at 290. But I can't remember. It might have been Ellen Villa. You can't go as high. I forget there. It was in the 200s. So you should always check the manufacturer directions for how high your heat can go. So now what I do is I use that heated brush to, and I mean, that's not even on, and you can already see just with my fingers that the fibers are gonna lay well for a straight bang, which is the way that I like it. And then I will trim my bangs. And again, I always tell you, if you don't know what you're doing, don't try it yourself, because your bangs will not grow back. So, if you don't know what you're doing, take it to a stylist and have them do it. And I may even do that, because I don't know, I feel like with this one, the little chippy bangs, the kind of feathery, just kind of the way they are, they're kind of cut feathery. And so if they were shorter and feathered, I might like them. In that case, I wouldn't probably wear it with my bio bangs. I would just go with the bangs themselves. And so there is enough hair for what I would call a medium bang. So it's not super light where I'm not comfortable wearing it, because too much of my forehead shows without my hair. It's not super full though, where you can't see my bangs even underneath. So it's kind of right in the middle. But for me, because of I do like it. So I love this style. This, again, kind of like Music was the way that I used to wear my hair. But this one's cheaper. So it's a little more platinum-y, but still kind of works with my skin tone. So I feel like I could get away with this one. It's not super big like I thought it might be. And so I know I keep talking about this and I still haven't done it. Getting like, especially with a heat-friendly straight style like this, getting another one in the color that, that I like, and then curling that one so that I have one that's straight and one that's curly. So it may be that I go with this one. The music I talked about, I liked the way it fell, although this one, I don't know, maybe my stylist could cut it in the asymmetrical bob. I'm kind of looking for a replacement for one of my asymmetrical bobs. I think it was Noriko's Taylor in Illumina R. I loved that wig. And so the asymmetrical bobs, if you live in cold weather climates where you're wearing turtlenecks and fleeces and all of that, you, especially with heat friendly. Now the Taylor was not, but this one is. So if I were to have my stylist cut it, having it as the asymmetrical bob, there's just less work you have to deal with because it's shorter and it doesn't frizz on the ends. Now, again, with heat friendly fibers, and I do this pretty much anytime I wear it, I take, again, that heated brush and I do my bangs with it, and then I go over the ends before I head out, just to kind of, it's almost like you're remelting them. I don't know how to better explain it, but it smooths out the fibers, and so you kind of have a head start on it not frizzing on you. And a lot of times I wear it up, or in a ponytail or clipped up or something. So anyway, here I go yet again with another rambly stream of consciousness thought on this wig, but I really do like it. So I'm very, very excited that I ordered it. And I think I mentioned before, I just started using a new website. It's Franny's Hair. I like her YouTube channel, and I love the way she built her site. And so this is from her, and it came pretty quick. And so I don't know. I can't decide whether to get another one in this or another one of music. But in any event, they're both very similar, both in style and color. So thanks for joining me today, and we'll see you next time. Hi, I'm back, and you knew I was going to go off and cut my bangs. So I did, and I wanted to show you. So this is the fringe down without my bio hair down. So still kind of trying to decide. I feel like this may be a little bit too platinum yellow for wearing with my bio hair down. So I probably would wear the fringe just itself. I did poach a little bit more from the alley-oop area for the bangs. So so this is a lighter density wig, and so the fringe is going to be lighter density. You can still see my forehead through the through the fringe, which I don't love. But whatever, I'm going to have to get over it, I think, because I do like this wig. I like the way it fits. It's a little bit bigger, like I said, than the Ellen Villa, but still light enough density. Like I could, pull it and make it a little poofier, especially if I took some heat and kind of applied it up there. So I could make it a little bit fuller, but if I wanted to tuck, I could. A lot of times with the belle tress, I will say, they're not as, they're still lighter density than Raquel Welch, but they're not as light as that Music by Ellen Villa that I have, or this one. This one definitely is a lighter density wig. And so with that, it's just going to be a lighter density bang. So, but I do like the color, even though it doesn't match my hair. And so I probably, like I said, wouldn't wear it with my bio bangs down. So anyway, this one is easy if you're just getting started with trying to get bangs cut into a wig. This one definitely is on the easier side because it already comes with that bang, and all you have to do is trim it, or again, have your stylist do it for you. So I would say James by Estetica. This one's in the Silver Sun Rooted. It is the new heat friendly with a bang. And this one, already, I think it's going to be one of my favorites. So thanks for joining me today. See you next time. Hi, I'm back with James in the color Silver Sun Rooted by Estetica, new heat friendly. And so I decided I was going to try and curl it. And so this is the way that it came out. And I will say, until I curled it, I mean, I was thinking maybe she had a little bit more hair than Music by Ellen Villa. When I did it, when I really got it out of the box and cut the bang, I was commenting that I thought this color was similar to the Silver Rooted, whatever. I gave you the code in the initial clip. And I was thinking that maybe I could do like a sister thing where one is curled and one is straight. And so this was kind of my thinking. And I curled this. It curled okay. It was a little bit trickier than what I'm used to with the bell tresses. So with the bell tress, you can curl it. So I normally spritz, you take a section, I spritz it with water, curl it, and then I just, with a heat-proof glove, I just kind of hold it there for a couple of seconds. And usually with bell tress, it's pretty quick. You just kind of hold it there and it's fine. With the Estetica, I had to hold the curling iron for probably like between 10 and 20 seconds. Still spritzed it with water. This is the one, if you've watched any of my videos, especially my newer ones, I've mentioned, look at the directions for each wig, because this is one of the ones that it's a lower heat. So bell tress is like 320. This is 260 max. So I set my curling iron to 250, spritzed it with water, curled it, held it there for 10 to 20 seconds, and then with a heat-proof glove, took it off the iron, and then I had to clip it, with those like hair clips. That's what they're for. So it did come out, once I did that, it came out much curlier. And so I did take the heated brush, the one that I use for my bangs, and kind of go over it just to take out some of the curl. And so I'm thinking it might fall a little bit. This is literally, I just curled it. So I'm thinking once with wear, it'll probably fall, and I'll probably have to go over the ends with heat because it's long. But I do think it ended up that it curled nicely. And if you're better at it than I am, then you should be fine. So, and I did want to mention, I can't remember, I haven't really paid attention to the first clip, but this one is without my, you saw my forehead, is without my bangs down. So, so you can see the depth of the bang that I was able to get from this wig. So I'm thinking it's close enough in color to the Music by Ellen Villa that I can get away with wearing this one as my curly and that one as my straight, rather than getting another one in the same style to have straight. So I still haven't decided on that one, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. And people don't pay that much attention. I mean, maybe some people do, but most people, I don't think, would realize if I wore this one day and then wore the other one, the Music one, the next day as straight. They would just think, oh, I curled my hair one day and didn't, straightened it the next. So that's my thinking. But I do like the new aesthetic, especially since I love this Silver Sun Rooted color, and I did not like it when it was shiny. So this is awesome, and I can curl it, and I'm so glad that they came out with, and it really kind of fits my pea head. It's so funny. I really thought these were going to be big, but it's not that bad. So anyway, James by Estetica in Silver Sun Rooted, heat friendly, and I curled it with bangs. Thanks for joining me. See you next time. Hi, I'm back, and I just wanted to mention, so a lot of wig reviewers do this sort of thing where they show their wigs, you know, in a half up, half down, ponytail, you know, that whole idea. And so I have mentioned several times before that I like the heat-friendly styles, but they do get ratty, especially in the Northeast where you're wearing fleece and turtlenecks and all of that. Or even in the summer when it's hot, you kind of want it up off your neck. So one of the things that I've started to do is wear these banana combs. I don't know if you can see it in there. I can get it up a little bit higher off my face. And so if you're new to wearing wigs, one of the things that I will recommend, actually two things, these hair clips. So that I mentioned this when I was talking about curling this, where I had to hold it and then clip it with the hair clips. These are what I was talking about. But the other thing that I use it for is to kind of pre-clip my hair up higher before I put the banana comb in. I can kind of hold it up a little bit higher on both sides and then put the banana comb in. It's not quite as easy as if you just had hair and you were just putting your banana comb in, but that works. And the other thing that if you don't own this, if you're pretty new to wearing wigs, is a wig head or stand. I'm not sure the actual technical term for it. I think it's called a wig stand, but it's shaped like a head. Not the styrofoam kind. Those are garbage. They're so light. If you try to do anything on them, they'll flop all over and you'll just get frustrated. So the ones I'm talking about are heavier duty. They're cloth covered. If you look at any YouTube videos where people are showing you how they style their hair, they're using a wig stand. You could put T-pins in them because it's got like a little bit of stuffing on it, but they're heavy. And so what I do is I put my wig on the wig stand and then do, like I said, kind of clip it up with those clips and then put the banana comb in. And one of the reasons I do that is because I can tell when my hair is up, are any of the like wig mechanics showing. So, you know, like back here, I can feel the part where the adjusters are, but I can't tell is the hair showing or not. So if I do it on the wig stand, then I can kind of pull, you know, the camouflaging tendrils down, you know, make sure that there's nothing showing before I stick it on my head and go. And yes, I realize I missed a spot when I was curling. So if you're new and you don't own one of the wig stands, look for the ones, like I said, that are cloth covered, that are heavy. Some people, I feel like I've seen this, where I think it's got like a hole in the bottom where you can like screw it onto something so that it really, really doesn't move. I don't have that kind of setup, but you want that heavy duty wig head or wig stand. And it just makes styling your wigs so much easier. Even when you're curling it, like I'll curl the part around my face with the wig on my head, but once I get to the back, obviously it's so hard to do. So it's just so much easier to. That's the only good thing about wigs, rather than your own hair, is you can do the back much easier because you could stick it on a wig head and do the back. So anyway, I hope this helps, especially if you're new. And like I said, if you don't own one of those stands, it's a really good thing to have. So thanks once again for joining me, and we'll see you next time.